It's been 15 years since the first Comdex came to Las Vegas back in 1978. In fact, it's been so long since that original Comdex, it's hard to find anybody who knows what the letters Comdex stand for. It used to be the Computer Dealers Exposition. But nowadays, Comdex is no longer really an acronym. It is simply a word for the world's largest computer show. Today, we'll take you to Comdex Fall 93 to show you the latest and newest hardware and software on the special edition of the Computer Chronicles. Welcome to the Computer Chronicles at Comdex. I'm Stuart Chaffee, here on the convention floor with Tim Baharan, President of Creative Strategies. Tim, Comdex gets bigger and bigger every year. It's hard to imagine, but it's true. You've been running around. What are the big stories, the main themes at this year's Comdex?
Video, audio, sound, voice recognition. The second thing we're seeing is portability. PCs, portables, notebooks, wireless technology. Just about everywhere you go, you find examples of how wireless technology can connect you to the office. And the last thing that is a really big issue is that Motorola is here. The PowerPC chip is here in force with IBM and Apple pushing the PowerPC chip, PowerPC versus the Pentium. So you'll see many PCs and the PowerPC, so we're going to see them together. It's a real interesting show.
Okay, today we'll take you to Comdex. Imagine no tired feet, no overpriced food, no obnoxious salesmen, just the best of Comdex Fall 93.
PowerPC.
Twincom was showing off C-Phone. This is real-time, full-motion video at 30 frames per second. And according to Twincom, their system is better than AT&T's.
AT&T has one of these little phones that came out last Christmas. The screen was this big, it used regular phone lines. And Bob Kavanagh walked up to the stage.
Back, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get swifty! You're gonna get swifty! Yeah! Hey! It's swifty time today! Hey!
We're getting some good footage.
Take your hands down! It's swifty time today! I'm Mr. Bowler! It's swifty time today! Hey! It's swifty!
That will be usable in the business world. We have to come close to TV quality. We've spent so many hours watching TV. Anything less, we're just going to say, that's a lousy picture, I don't want to use it.
A company called Team Incorporated was also showing off a video conferencing system that lets you move video and data at the same time.
Enjoy your trip through the dream machine.
Multitech showed off its computer conferencing system that lets two users at different locations speak to each other through a modem connection while working on and looking at the same computer document.
Definitely, we should target the product for Germany. How does that sound?
WordPerfect launched a new edutainment software label called Main Street. This is one of its first CD-ROM products called Toon 1000. It's an interactive cartoon called Wallaby Jack that lets you affect the outcome of the story.
This is Wallaby Jack. Hey.
Multimedia was everywhere at this Comdex. The full multimedia story is next. Multimedia has been a buzzword at Comdex for years, but at this Comdex Fall 93, multimedia has finally become a business. How can you tell? All the Hollywood types are here in force, trying to figure out how to get their products on the computer platform.
I was approached with a challenge to do a movie called Teeny Weenies, which later became Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Mick Fleetwood explains how the project came about.
Which is like this.
Meanwhile, across town at 20th Century Fox,
Star Wars in my life, or just cowboys and Indians, or hits, or helicopters, which I can control the landing or takeoff using the pitch wheels and MIDI keyboard.
We don't know exactly what we're going to do, but we'll play with the drum machine and then enter that into the computer.
I found that the Atari is also, as far as its timing ability, the way it feels. Each computer has its own feel, regardless of the music software you're using. The computer has its own feel. And when I went to purchase the Atari, I checked out with the various studio drummers around Los Angeles who are going to these recording sessions and overdubbing on everybody's computer tracks. And I asked them which one that felt best to them, and they all said the Atari.
I'm the wrong age to have grown up with computers. My kids are into that. But I had to come to it from the standpoint of
I had lunch with Quincy Jones and Shelley Duvall and some of the folks from the Hollywood crowd who were here basically to try to find out what the folks in the quote-unquote digital world are doing, and then more importantly, how we can help them translate their creative talents and bring that over to a much more viable platform for them to participate in.
With the Mega Motion video card from ASL, you can watch up to 4 full-motion videos at the same time, all going at 30 frames per second. The Mega Motion card uses JPEG technology. It has the fastest graphics accelerator card, offering 24-bit True Color at up to 1024 by 768 resolution, featuring a CD-ROM drive, digital sound card, and speakers in one neat little box that fits under your computer monitor. Stuck with an old 286 or 386 PC, you might be interested in the Video Blaster from Creative Technologies. If you just want to watch TV on your computer screen, the price has come down. But the ultimate TV PC wasn't a PC at all. It was the new Macintosh TV from Apple. It's a Macintosh LC520, a Sony Trinitron TV, and a CD-ROM player all in one. Easily hook up a VCR or a printer, and it does come with a remote control.
When connected to the TV or VCR, users can enjoy their favorite programs on a display comparable to an 80-inch screen 11 feet away. The product hit stores including CompUSA this past summer. Virtual I/O President Lyndon Rhodes says the product is popular among shoppers.
Consumers have responded very positively to the virtual eyeglasses and to what we think is the beginning of a revolution in display technology. Our biggest challenge at Virtual I/O is meeting the demand for the product.
Analysts calculate that the virtual reality market, now estimated at less than $90 million a year in consumer sales, will explode into a $6 billion business by the end of the century.
Jim, when we read about virtual reality these days, it tends to be about arcade games. You pay a certain amount of money and you put these goggles on your head and you shoot down aliens in 3 dimensions and so on. You are developing a virtual reality application using your cyber glove, which you call the talking glove, that's far more important and far more serious. Tell us how it works.
Well, the talking glove uses the gesture recognition capabilities of the cyber glove.
Stuart.
All right, Jim, you're using the glove now
Stewart.
for gesture recognition,
Hello.
basically. I mean, what's the next step? When can I actually go pick the piece up and get feedback on it?
Well,
I think the real advantage of gloves is going to come when we're able to
You.
have two gloves.
All right, indeed, we'll see several virtual
Stewart.
reality applications today, including the virtual hand, the
Stewart.
data glove, the cyber glove,
You.
and cyber CAD.
Stewart.
Now, you know a product category
Stewart.
is maturing when it
Stewart.
gets its own trade show. Well, at the
Stewart.
recent Software Development
Stewart.
Conference in Santa Clara, California,
How?
there it was, the virtual
Are.
reality show.
You.
It's not quite Comdex yet, but it was the computer industry's first virtual reality exhibit.
We're looking at the Model T Fords of virtual reality. Resolution is low, the headgear is uncomfortable, but what's exciting about this showcase is the promise of the technology.
And give that a little shot here.
And so here you've got to be simulating the real
actually-
physics of this environment. Huh?
Ooh, almost in.
Mm-hmm.
If I just move this over here, check it out maybe with an overhead.
All right, Chris, what's going on over here on the left-hand monitor?
Okay, well actually what you're seeing here is the same simulation that we were seeing earlier on the other computer with different graphics hardware.
So the
that
ball's hanging from the two arches.
Right.
Uh-huh.
This looks different, but the same software and so forth. It's being controlled this time by the head-mounted display, so that as this moves, the picture moves.
Excuse me, Chris.
Yes.
You have a volunteer.
You'd like to try it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I would.
so Linda will go into the
All
world
right.
of virtual reality.
I'm in it.
All right.
And we're seeing then on this computer monitor
Ah,
what
there it
she
is.
is seeing.
There
Right.
it is.
And so she tilts her head left,
Look
right,
left.
up,
Actually, I
down,
can
etc.
move her in a little closer here, and she actually can get much more of a feel of just how large this model is.
Uh-huh.
And as I change, say...
Now what are you changing, Chris?
I'm changing gravity there so that the pull on these tetras is slightly smaller. And
So Linda,
actually,
your
if you-
world is changing as he's adjusting this.
I'm getting lighter and lighter, Stuart.
So if you just sight in on one of those, whoa.
How about that
So
one?
you're going to make that object heavy.
Yeah, and it's increased gravity here.
Whoa.
Whoops, so Linda has to bring her head down to keep up with you.
Right.
Okay, now can we
The
add
one might
the
have.
glove element now? What does this do?
Okay, well actually, in order to add the glove, I'm going to move over to another demo. This is actually older software. Glove interaction might happen. So at this point, if you make a fist...
So you're going to
just sort of-
calibrate the glove right now.
Yeah,
So
tell
it knows what a fist is and what an open hand
Right,
is.
and it's
And now we can
sort of
see
letting
her
you know.
hand on the screen in this
Right.
environment. And Linda,
So
tell us,
actually-
what are you doing now? What's your experience?
Well, I'm definitely in cyberspace, and you could see I'm moving my hand. You could see my hand in cyberspace also moving.
So now if you point someplace where you want to go...
Let's go there.
then
Let's
you'll
go
end
there.
up flying.
Let's go there.
And you just
Whoa,
follow...
I just flew right through a
You follow your
column
hand.
there. Okay, let's go in the other direction.
Chris, Linda, thank you very much.
When you were a kid riding your bike, the brag would be, "Look, Mom, no hands." But nowadays, when you're riding a computer, the big boast is, "Look, Mom, no wires." The world of portables is changing as wireless communications make mobile computing easier than ever. The cellular phone, cell phone, the cell phone. Cellular handoffs add the cell phone. The cellular communications module, wireless lap linking. Plug it into your cell phone and you can actually see a full fax by looking into this 1-inch LED display window.
Congratulations! Not only have you chosen the right phone, but going digital with Optus is definitely the way to go. Besides your phone, you should have a battery and lightweight battery charger. Now take the battery and place it against the back of the phone, press the battery against the phone and slide upwards. It will click into position. If you need to, removing the battery is simply a matter of pressing the locking catch and sliding the battery down. Now it's important that before going any further, you fully charge the phone's battery. Leave it charging for 16 hours with the power turned on the whole time. So plug the charger into the base of the phone for 1 second. But for the moment, don't touch a thing. Puck displays. If this happens, don't touch any more keys, but make sure not to remove the charger cable until the full 16 hours is up. And immediately contact Optus customer service. Press M, confirming your actions. The phone can't be used until it's successfully entered into the phone after turning it on. But we're not kidding anybody. The more bars, the better the signal. Again, the more bars, the better the charge, bottom to top. The scrolling will stop. At last, we're up to the really easy bit, making a call. First, pop up the antenna and enter the number you want to call into the keypad. Now, press the green phone key. Now, when someone calls you, be sure to press the red phone key, effectively hanging the phone up. Press the red phone key. There are also a heap of options on both the actual type of ringing and the volume. You can even choose to relate to your phone in one of 10 different languages. Bene bene. Look in the book for info on how. Then press the green phone key twice and you're away. So by now we've covered the basics and hopefully I haven't lost anybody along the way. Just remember, you can always pause the tape. Well, that's where the brilliance of the voicemail system comes into action.
You wouldn't believe what I got away with at lunch. Meanwhile, Greg, that fantastic guy from marketing, is supposed to be calling me on my mobile. No way! Yep. But don't worry, I had my phone diverted to my voicemail.
So how about let's make it a double today? What about dinner tonight?
Which really threw me. So I say I might already have something else on tonight. If it gives me a tip, I'll just phone my voicemail service and check.
Hello, Stuart. How are you today, Stuart?
Sorry, David. Looks like I'm busy.
You are a genius.
I know. Now that's technology working for you. It's basically like having a pocket-sized portable answering machine. So by now you're really starting to build up a good range of services that can get you out of some tight spots. Well, that's where the Sure Page system takes over.
Mate, there's no way we can do both jobs at the same time. And the guy's just arrived on site for the meeting and he's going to want a commitment. Look, I'll switch my mobile phone to Sure Page. Well, Mr. Rankin, it looks like our timing's perfect. We're with you 100%.
Ooh, Saved by the Bell. Well, even though there are still some fantastic services to tell you about, I'd say for now your learning limit might have been reached. The enormous benefits of being connected to Optus also include having the power to receive faxes via the voicemail system. So, thanks for joining me on this tour of your new Optus mobile digital phone. Otherwise, if you're human, just keep practicing and don't forget, I'm always here if you need me. Bon voyage.
The interactive communicator lets you talk to your computer.
Computer?
Yes, Mr. Kapperman.
IBM claimed that its personal dictation system, 30 years in development, is finally ready for prime time.
This is an experimental computer system that recognizes what I say. I talk. Watch this. Please write to Mrs. Wright on the computer screen.
Help. Are you doing the right thing? Help. Can you afford it? Help. What kind of strings are attached? Help. Suppose it doesn't work out. Help. You need some good advice before you commit to a cellular phone.
I'm just finishing up here with my new kayaking friends.
Kayaking friends on your computer?
Yeah, I just got America Online.
Sounds great. Listen, I can't go to the game today.
What?
My kids got to go to the library to look up dinosaurs.
All you do is click on Marketplace. We place an order.
How long have you had this?
About a week. And it's so easy.
But how does it work?
All you need is a regular phone line. 10 free hours to check it out. Now, let's look up dinosaurs. What do you think?
You get all that with America Online?
Yeah, you can read Business Week Online before it hits the newsstand. Update your stock portfolio every 15 minutes with PC Quote. You can even play dinosaur football.
Call now for 10 free hours of Dinosaur Online and get instant access to the worlds of sports, finance, computing, and
dinosaurs.
Here come the dinosaurs. I saved you a trip to the library.
That's great.
Yeah, downloading is easy, too. You know, I can even send email on the internet. And, of course, there's my personal favorite, live chat. That's how I met my new kayaking buddies.
I got to check this out.
Dinosaurs.
Call 1-800-614-3434 now for your free America Online Startup Kit with free software and 10 free online hours. It's everything you need to get online. So call 1-800-614-3434.
Dinosaurs.
All right, Amanda.
What, true or false? Botticelli painted the birth of Venus.
The Lady in the Clamshell painting, right?
Oh, that is so cool. I'd go with him if he were alive.
If he were alive, he would go out with you.
Look at this, come here.
Oh my, Calypso's cool.
Dividing bacteria.
Cambodia.
And very chemical compositions. Some plants are actually carnivorous. Did you just see that?
Go away.
Wait a minute. What if that's your older brother?
Who knows? Michael?
Oh.
This may look like an ordinary compact disc, but actually, it's a feature-length Hollywood movie. This is CDI, Compact Disc Interactive, a new world standard in multimedia home entertainment from Philips Electronics. You can choose from more than 100 interactive titles by world-renowned publishers. CDI titles start at just $15. Call the number on your screen now for a free brochure.
There are over 1 billion stars in the cosmos. 1 billion stars drifting through the infinite vastness of space. But there's only one computer that can run Windows, DOS, and Macintosh software. Our Macintosh is here, and the future is better than you expected.
kukhona engikuzwayo lo mkenkethayo ngala kuyini kona lokho
i-IBM kit drives.
To match the higher intelligence of the new Commodore 128, an Apple IIc would have to add 3 more 2Cs to expand to 512K. An extra keypad, 30 block graphics sets, color sprites, 2 more voices, 4 instruments, a cartridge port, a joystick port, and a Commodore 64. Commodore 128 personal computer, a higher intelligence at a lower price.
Ten nový OS2 je vynikající. Opravdu vynikající. OS2? Ten nový software od IBM. Zrovna jsem o něm četla v časopise. Máte tam opravdový multitasking? Snadný přístup do internetu. Hrozně ráda bych tu síť vyzkoušel. To je můj beeper.
Most new computer users may never get to see this, the inside of their computer, but it is here on the motherboard that the biggest battle in computer history may soon take place. Motorola, IBM, and Apple have come out with the PowerPC chip as a direct competitor to Intel's Pentium processor. The PowerPC may be the first serious challenge to Intel's dominance of the CPU market. The PowerPC chip was everywhere here at Comdex. Macintosh with the PowerPC in it. The PowerPC will offer features other than just speed. At the IBM booth, they were also touting the PowerPC. Here, the PowerPC will do more than make spreadsheets run faster.
Those MIPS aren't going into recalculating the spreadsheet. They're really going into the human interface. They'll be rendered graphical 3D virtual reality type interface with PowerPC microprocessor.
But over at Intel, they don't seem worried about the PowerPC.
The PowerPC has no applications written for it, and it doesn't have the applications written for it that are written for the, there's about 100 million PCs out there on the PowerPC.
Tim Baharin says PowerPC.
The PowerPC will have a little bit of a problem. Intel in the Pentium, Apple, IBM, and Motorola in the Pentium just for the PowerPC. The PowerPC from the big guys, believe me.
IBM pushing Pentium and PowerPC at the same time. The big battle was over computer throughput, but there were lots of little battles over computer input, with most vendors saying handwriting recognition and speech recognition have finally arrived.
A lot of voice recognition stuff, candidly, it didn't work. Yes, it was so-so. So the differences are Dragon system stuff, voice recognition, it actually works.
If you still insist on a keyboard, how about this new Flex Pro from Keytronic? No, it's not broken. It's supposed to be that way. And if you want to type but hate jumping from your mouse to your keyboard, you might like the new Mighty Mouse. It lets you type without ever taking your hand off the mouse. And it has other advantages.
One of the big things is our keyboard can turn from a regular keyboard or Dvorak keyboard to an A, B, C, D, E. We're talking about kids getting on a computer and not having to search all over that because that's the keyboard that we have. So a half of the screen so that you can really move around it pretty quickly.
If you want to combine speech input and mouse input, you can do it all with the Talking Mouse from Comsun International. It will even help you learn Chinese.
再见，一会儿见，明天见，晚安，经常保持联系。
But the best of show in the silly department was the Motor Mouse, shaped like a Corvette in your hand and on the screen.
Everybody who stops at this booth smiles. It's the nicest thing. They walk up, they hit the middle button, they beep the horn, they giggle, they smile, and they say, "This is wonderful. Why didn't anybody think of this before?"
For the Computer Chronicles, I'm Stuart Chaffee at Comdex, Fall '93.
Computer Chronicles is brought to you in part by Intel, microprocessor technology for the software of today and tomorrow. Intel, the computer inside. Additional funding is provided by the Software Publishers Association, providers of educational materials to help manage software. Don't copy that floppy.
Video cassette copies of this program are available. Computer Chronicles also publishes a companion newsletter containing details on products demonstrated and information on program topics. To order a video cassette or a newsletter, call 1-800-799-4949 or write Computer Chronicles. Please specify program subject for tapes. All orders include a free software program for auditing software use and information on the definitive guide to keeping your organization's software legal.
Coolpics.biz. You gotta check it out.
Did you bring your running shoes?